Newcastle could break a rule it's never broken in THE club's history, and all because of a certain Swedish striker. But hold on, that bombshell is only coming at the end of the video. So stick with me, because before that, we've got two other huge stories you need to hear to stay up to date with everything going on in the world of the Magpies. The first one involves a name fans already know, and he might be a lot closer to St. James' Park than anyone imagined. And the second, it's about a centre-back who's been publicly praised by Eddie Howe, but could slip through Newcastle's fingers at any moment. So let's get into it. News 1. James Trafford spotted in Newcastle. Transfer heating up. Some names just won't leave the headlines, and recently, one of those names has been James Trafford. If you've been following Newcastle's transfer activity, you already know he's been on the radar for quite some time. But now, it's no longer just whispers behind the scenes. Things are really starting to heat up. According to Newcastle World, Trafford was seen at Newcastle Airport, boarding a flight to Ibiza. Now, you might be thinking, he was probably just heading off on holiday, right? Maybe. But is it really a coincidence that he was in Newcastle right now, just as all the rumors start swirling again? And there's more. He was recognized by a young fan, even took a photo, but apart from that, most people didn't notice him. But for those watching closely, those little details speak volumes. To understand how we got here, we've got to rewind a bit. Last summer, Newcastle came very close to signing Trafford. Talks were progressing well, personal terms were agreed, and the goalkeeper was genuinely excited to join the project. But then, at the last moment, things fell apart. Due to other transfer movements, the deal collapsed. And just like that, it was off. As Trafford himself later revealed, he was gutted. In a candid interview on the Fozcast YouTube channel, he opened up about how disappointed he was. He said Newcastle seemed like the perfect club for him at the time, that he was really looking forward to being part of something special. And even though he's still young, the collapse of that move hit him hard. But instead of letting it bring him down, Trafford stepped up. He went out on the pitch and proved exactly why he's one of the most promising young goalkeepers in England. Last season with Burnley, he kept 29 clean sheets. That's right, 29. He was absolutely crucial in their promotion back to the Premier League, showing maturity, consistency, and leadership, all the qualities a top club looks for in a number one. Now, Newcastle are back in the picture, and this time, they're all in. Club executives still see Trafford as a perfect long-term successor to Nick Pope, who, let's be honest, is now in his 30s and starting to face some physical challenges. But it's not just about replacing Pope. They also see Trafford as a future England number one. And there's another key detail. Trafford is from Cockermouth, not far from Newcastle. He knows the region, understands the passion of the fans, and would likely settle in quickly on and off the pitch. Right now, everything is pointing toward a possible breakthrough. Trafford's visit to Newcastle has only added fuel to the fire. The rumors are growing, the buzz is real, and behind the scenes, there's a sense at this time it could actually happen. So, could this finally be it? Is James Trafford about to pull in the black and white and write the next chapter of his career at St. James' Park? If so, it could be a game-changing move. With Champions League football on the horizon and a team being built for the future, the timing couldn't be better. News 2. Newcastle close to losing defender praise live by Howe. Now let's talk about a situation that's starting to worry fans, because Newcastle could be about to miss out on one of the most promising centre-backs in Europe. And the worst part? He might be heading to a club no one expected. We're talking about Malik Thiaw, the 23-year-old German defender who plays for AC Milan. Yes, the same player who was already on Newcastle's radar last season and caught the eye of Eddie Howe during the Champions League group stages. After the goalless draw at the San Siro, Howe even praised him publicly, calling him a very good player. At the time, it looked like Thiaw could be the ideal signing to strengthen Newcastle's backline. But, as often happens in football, time passed and the club shifted its focus to other targets. And now, just as Thiaw's name has resurfaced, the opportunity might be slipping away again. According to recent reports, Como 1907, yes, the Italian club that just got promoted to Serie A, are now very close to signing Thiaw. The fee? Around £21 million. A bargain, considering the player's quality and potential. All that's left is for the player to agree personal terms, meaning the deal is basically done. That's where the concern grows for Newcastle. While Como have acted quickly behind the scenes, Eddie Howe's side are still trying to sort out other transfer priorities, especially the pursuit of Mark Guehi from Crystal Palace. Guehi is highly rated within the club, but there's a massive issue: the price tag. Palace want no less than £70 million, a figure Newcastle believe is far too steep, especially now that Liverpool have joined the race. And it's serious. The Reds are expected to reinvest £35 million from the sale of Jarell Quansah to Bayer Leverkusen and could make a major bid. So here's the situation. Newcastle could end up with neither Theo nor Guehi, and the list of elite options is getting shorter. To complicate things further, strong rumors have emerged in recent days linking Newcastle with Giorgio Scalvini, the young gem from Atalanta's offense. His technical, composed, and versatile, capable of playing both centre-back and holding midfield. In short, the perfect fit for a team building for both now and the future. But here comes a cold shower. Atalanta have made their stance crystal clear. According to sources close to the club, Scalvini is not for sale. Full stop. The Serie A side consider him the crown jewel of their academy and want to build their Champions League campaign around him under new manager Ivan Juric. Their message? Even if you offer a fortune, he's staying. So now it's crunch time for Newcastle. The defensive line cannot be left to the last minute, especially with Dan Burn and Fabian Schär nearing the end of their careers, and Sven Botman still dealing with ongoing fitness concerns. The team needs defensive reinforcements, young, hungry, top-quality players with experience at the highest level. But if they wait too long, they might end up with just a list of names, and no one in the squad. The centre-back market is on fire, and if Newcastle want to compete at the highest level in the Champions League and actually fight for silverware, they've got to get serious, make moves, and win this transfer battle. News 3. Newcastle could break wage structure to keep Isak. And now, the biggest headline of the day. Newcastle United are ready to do something they've never done before, break their wage structure to keep hold of Alexander Isak, who's now being targeted by Liverpool. That's right. With Liverpool strengthening ahead of next season and reportedly in the market for a new striker, rumors have started to swirl around a potential move for Isak, who scored a sensational 27 goals last season. At the moment, he's actually earning less than several other players at the club, like Bruno Guimaraes, Anthony Gordon, Joe Linton, Sandro Tonali, and even Kieran Trippier. But now, things are shifting. The Newcastle board are seriously considering offering Isak a new deal that would make him the highest paid player in the club's history. The idea is to tie him down until beyond 2028, even though they know full well that Newcastle can't match the kind of wages Liverpool could offer. But here's the big advantage. Isak has already gone public saying how much he loves Newcastle, the city, the club, the fans. He's not thinking about leaving. He wants to help the team win more trophies and get back into the Champions League. And that matters a lot. Newcastle CEO Darren Eales has also spoken out, selling Isak only if they'd gone mad. He said the Swedish striker is a world-class player and that the idea of letting him go would be crazy. So now the big question is, will Newcastle manage to keep Isak by offering a record-breaking contract? Or will Liverpool's firepower prove too much? And what about you, Magpies fans? What do you think? Will James Trafford really sign? Will Malik Thiaw slip away? And will Isak become the highest paid player Newcastle have ever had? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Give this video a like if you enjoyed today's updates. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and turn on notifications, because there's so much more to come and you won't want to miss any of it. We'll see you in the next video.